Here is what you're going to do. You're going to start caring what strangers think about you. That's called businesses. That is called business when you care about your customers and you care about what they think. You're only going to feel the pain of the judgment from the millions of followers that you proclaim to be assisting and helping. You proclaim to be assisting and helping them. However, you don't care what they think. That's really not democracy, is it? You only care what your family thinks. I don't give a shit what my family thinks. That's where you're misconstrued from Russian to American. That's why you're failing in life, because you only care what your family thinks. However, you've crossed the line to where you don't care what anyone thinks, including your family, including your deadbeat parents, including anyone around you, and you don't care what audiences think, so you don't care what anyone thinks. You just stand in front of the counter and show your diamond off and say, well, we're going to eat some salad and we're going to just say that's eat clean. Look at me, I'm really rich, and then my fiance is going to call my name out and everybody's going to scream and yell in anger, and he's just going to say, well, it's my life and I'll do what I want. Well, then you can get the fuck out our faces. You can get the hell out our faces while you try to sell us on a product that you're literally running into the dirt so that you can promote a Persian Middle Eastern culture in this country, and nobody's fucking interested in that. Just like this morning on your Tea with V, wasn't about the fact that you didn't have your shit together and that your team sucked at getting Whatnot going, as well as your education to your audience who didn't know how to use Whatnot. That tells you all about customer service right there. But don't care what anyone thinks. No, you should care what people think, because now your audience just diminished to half because you didn't talk about shit. And then you wooed everyone with your emotional agony. Oh, about the dude in Finland. Are you fucking kidding me? Talk about you're not in business. Go see a therapist. But your therapist is probably just as mentally ill as you, because you're all watching TikTok while some prostitute says, "Ain't clean." Okay. Thanks for all that wallowing in your sorrow on your fucking platform while you say you care about what your staff thinks. That's why you're failing in business. Just because you're making money in business does not mean you're winning in life or in business. It just means you have more money, more problems. So you go ahead and you keep posting that nonsense bullshit. Nonsense. It was nonsense. Oh, well, my family. That's literally what you sound like. That's his message when he's talking about his wallowing in his family. Fuck your family. We don't give a shit about them. Understand what I just said, and you'll understand where your brand and image actually sits, while you are over here trying to steal the strength of a person who can literally organize her own home without having to put an ad out in their Instagram story. I need an organizer so I can paint my walls white and take all the photos off while I put a vicious, hideous cabinet. Talk about sickness. That's a mentally ill person standing in front of your face while all of you motherfucking morons stand there and do what? Oh, well, it hasn't been a very good year. Oh, we're in Persian Middle Eastern land, but we proclaim ourselves to be American. Bitch, you ain't fucking American. Neither are you. Neither are you. Anybody on his Tea with V this morning, you ain't up to nothing. You ain't up to success. You're literally failing in life. Literally go on the podcast to say, should I just continue to use the current sicko podcast while I teach about wellness? Or should I start another new channel? Another one. You really went on his platform to ask that bullshit. That's how ridiculous you all are. And that's who's all up in your faces trying to teach you about, I don't care what my family thinks. I don't care what strangers think. Well, you better start caring, because the results are literally in your face of how you're destroying people's lives because you invited a Persian into America to destroy us through her fucking dumbass Eat Clean. I can't even figure out how to turn the camera around, but here we are on a live of What's Not Working with China. And that's the reality of what you're dealing with. That shit. I ain't. I'm over here hanging out with Gertie. We're having a blast over here. We're like laughing at your asses, saying, how fucking stupid are they? They're really ridiculous. Go marry the bitch and get out our fucking faces. We don't give a shit about your personal life because you don't share your personal life. You share sickness and illness and nastiness and garbage and unrealistic living and bragging and nonsense and sickness, and the list goes on, and your entitlement is out of control, and you live in fucking delusion, Gary Vee, just like your fucking fiance. I care what Mona thinks about me. Whoa, let's take another holding picture. Or let's post 11 hours ago where she's standing in your white ass apartment, bragging about the white ass apartment, which is exactly why she posted the content, not to educate anyone in health and wellness, while you then tell everyone how you're fat as shit, lazy as shit, and you haven't eaten clean at all this year. Because you're with a woman who makes you want to eat shit. And that would be your fiance. You're eating clean, yet you don't feel as tight because you're not monitoring your nutrition. You're literally eating garbage. So what does that fucking tell you about what's actually going on? They're just showing off money. That's it. That's all they're doing, is they're showing off money with an entitled demure of eat clean. Not sure what part of that equation you don't fucking hear. That the bitch doesn't fucking eat. That's how she's so fucking lame ass skinny. So while you wallow in her nasty vagina and her erotica, we'll sit over here and laugh at your fucking asses while you create more fucking dead ass zombies who ain't got nothing to fucking say while you wallow in nasty dark emotion. That was some of the most hideous and embarrassing shit that we've ever seen in the history of human behavior. Has nothing to do with internet or business. Has nothing to do with anything except for your poor thing. That's Kamala Harris right in your fucking face. And I'm going to tell you right now, you take your shit and you sit in your cult. And when the Kool-Aid gets brought out, you drink that shit. That's poison. Her name is Mona Van and it's Eat Clean. And Gary's drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. So while you try to ruin our fucking day with your fucking tea with V, to show the expansion of your nothingness, how you think nothing matters, how you're abusive, how you're ridiculous, how you've embarrassed your fucking self for the last 5, 6, 7 years while you've violated innocent individuals, specifically speaking to me, while you prance around and brag about what a good person you are. Dude, you ain't a good person. You're telling yourself in delusion that what you're doing is a good person, teaching other people to behave like that. I hate to tell you, but you're lazy, you're low class, and that is not what it means to be a good person. That is what it means to be a terrible parent, a bad person, hideous, annoying. Any negative word out there of like anger that brings anger into your body with the strength to battle and run their asses over and say that's not American. That's what these people gaslight. And guess what? When you can stand grounded and you only care what people think, and you don't care what your family thinks, and you don't care what these influencers think, then you will start to fucking make headway and gain on destroying these motherfuckers, because they ain't teaching shit except for standing around in a fancy outfit. Fit check!